Okay, so, leadership. A very short introduction. I picked it up because, well, leadership is like the buzzword of every corporate LinkedIn post, right? And as an intern, I'm trying to figure out how to, not just be the coffee-fetching, paper-shuffling person. I want to understand what makes those higher-ups tick. Turns out, this book wasn't what I expected, but in a good way, like finding a hidden gem in a thrift store. First off, it's short. Like, actually short. I finished it on my lunch break, which is a major win for my attention span, which, let's be real, is perpetually battling TikTok. But don't let the size fool you. This thing is packed. The author, Keith Grant, isn't trying to sell you some 10 easy steps to become a CEO nonsense. He's more like that cool professor who throws out all the textbooks and just starts asking really interesting questions. Like, what even is leadership? I know, sounds basic, but I realized I'd never actually thought about it beyond boss telling people what to do. He dives into how leadership has changed over time, from ancient philosophers to modern-day CEOs. Honestly, the historical stuff was a bit of a snooze fest at first, but then he started connecting it to current events, and I was like, oh, so that's why my manager acts like that. Okay, maybe not that directly, but it definitely gave me a new perspective. One of the coolest things he talked about was the whole leader-follower dynamic. He basically said that leaders are nothing without followers, which makes total sense, but I'd never really thought about it. It's not just about the person in charge, but the whole team. It made me realize that even as an intern, I'm part of that dynamic. If I'm disengaged, or if I don't speak up when I have an idea, I'm affecting the whole group. That was a bit of a wake-up call. He also made a point of differentiating between leadership, management, and command. Before reading this, I thought they were all basically the same thing. Now, I see that they are totally different. Management is about keeping things running smoothly, command is about giving orders, and leadership, well, leadership is more about inspiring people and setting a vision. It's like, management is the engine, command is the steering wheel, and leadership is the destination. Grant also tackles the question of whether leaders are born or made. He doesn't give a straight answer, which was a bit frustrating, but he did point out that it's probably a mix of both. Some people might have a natural knack for it, but everyone can learn to be a better leader. That's good news for me, because I definitely don't feel like a natural leader right now. Honestly, the biggest takeaway for me was that leadership is way more complex than I thought. It's not just about having a fancy title or giving orders. It's about understanding people, setting a vision, and inspiring them to follow you. It's also about being aware of the context you are in. As an intern, I'm not exactly leading any major initiatives, but this book gave me a new appreciation for the people who are. It also made me realize that leadership isn't just for CEOs. It's something we can all practice, even in small ways. Maybe it's about taking initiative on a project, or offering to help a coworker, or just speaking up in a meeting. So, yeah, leadership. A very short introduction is definitely worth a read, even if you're just an intern trying to figure things out. It's short, it's engaging, and it'll make you think about leadership in a whole new way. And honestly, it made me feel a bit more confident about my own potential. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be the one leading the charge. But for now, I'm just happy to be learning. Thank you for watching. Don't miss the next one, stay tuned and see you soon.